Hey everybody, Brian here from Fitzpatrick's. I want to show you this car here. This is 2018 and this is an Auris hybrid and it's a Luna specification. Anyway, in this video I'm going to run through the features just to do with driving the car and the features on the inside and the outside. If there is any information you want on this car, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp if you want information about the car or information about trading in a car or financing or whatever you want to know. Anyway, let's have a quick look around the outside of the car. We'll go for a quick drive and then we'll have a look at the features on the inside as well. So I suppose a car like this, it's for somebody that's going to want an automatic car. They want something that's frugal when driven properly. The whole thing about hybrids is a lot of people sometimes are curious as to, are they efficient on a motorway? Are they efficient in town? And there's some misconceptions about how much electric driving they do. So a car like this is going to be extremely efficient if you do a lot of short stop-start driving. So that's, you know, town and city driving, or if someone's got a really easy driving style, these can be very frugal. I think the easiest way I can put it to you is for somebody that's looking for a car, say for example if they're not sure whether to buy a diesel car or a car like this, then my advice basically, if you do a lot of short stop-start driving and you do a lot of you know, kind of secondary roads which are maybe 80, 100 kilometers an hour, that kind of driving, these cars are excellent on fuel for that kind of stuff. If however you are somebody that does a lot of motorway driving, I don't mean like a motorway drive once a week, I mean all day every day on a motorway, then a diesel car is still more efficient. So that's kind of the person I think that's going to buy this car. I think it looks really nice in silver. Sounds kind of stupid, but the wheels are kind of a very similar colour to the body, so I think it looks really, really well. In terms of the front of the car, these headlights in here, they have little nice daytime running lights over here, and then there's a big long chrome grille that goes from left to right. Down here, because it is Luna, then it gets front fog lights as well, but overall I think a very sharp looking vehicle. In terms of the side profile of the car, then you'll see, like we saw, there was chrome in the front, there's more chrome down through here, nice hybrid badging over through there, and then around to the rear. I like these tail lights on this model of Auris. So again, it kind of matches. If you remember the grille, the way it came up from the centre and then kind of split out, this is sort of a very similar shape in the back. They're all small details I don't think that people notice sometimes. Nice bit of chrome along the bottom of the bumper, so not too much. A little bit of chrome here, and same on the front as well. These cars have a start-stop button, so it's not a traditional key. And actually, while we're on the outside, let's have a quick look at the boot. So the boot is decent in my opinion. There is a light over here, and then after that then there is a spare wheel. There actually is. So a lot of modern hybrids don't. That's pretty good. It's got a spare wheel, and then in through here, little anchor point here, another anchor point here, 12 volt power here, top tethers, which are basically when you have a child seat anchored in with Isofix, you can kind of adjust the top section, or sorry, not adjust, you can hold in place the top section, which is quite safe. After that then, automatic rear electrics. This car is in quite nice condition on the inside. It looks like a car that really people haven't been in the back of. Drinks holder down through here, 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, obviously Isofix over here, and then an armrest with some drinks holders in through the centre. I know I said I was going to actually look at the interior last, but you know what, while we're at it, we might as well say looking at the inside. So in terms of size, if I am sitting behind myself, so 6 foot, this is the kind of headroom you're going to expect, and then this is the kind of legroom that you're going to expect as well. And there's 2 lights over here on the interior, and then obviously these are child lockable as well, these doors and windows. It's not a big thing actually, it's kind of unusual, but the rear windows are automatic. That's kind of rare. The beeping, by the way, is because I've gotten out of the car, I've left it running, and I have the keys with me. So basically to remind you, if you don't take the or if you don't turn off the car and you bring the key fob with you. Central locking, electric through windows and mirrors in through here. Nice hybrid matting in through there. Height adjustable seat. Even the front and the rear, there's nice kind of designs on the seat, and it has a kind of a bright sort of two-tone effect on the interior. So in terms of using the car then, electric through windows over here. This is push button start in through here. This is cruise control. After that then I can basically change the trip meter in through the center here. So left and right for which menu you want, and then up and down through those menus when you're using them. These are controls for radio and Bluetooth in through there. You'll have seen the clocks that we used already. Down here, the way you know these cars are running actually, if you're not familiar with them, if you try and start one of these without your foot on the brake, okay, you get everything. So it looks like the car's ready to go, but you're missing something down here. So you got it started with your foot on the brake. Once your foot's on the brake, then over here it'll tell you it's ready to drive, and in this case we have EV because the car is currently sitting using the battery only. Wipers are over here, headlights are over there, and they're also automated so they come on themselves at night time. There is armrest with some drinks holders down through here. You can choose if you want electric mode or an eco mode or a power mode, and that changes in through there. To be honest, my experience of this stuff is the car knows best, so let it do it itself. Gearbox, drive, reverse, neutral, and then regenerative braking. So if you use the regenerative braking, basically it's trying to harvest energy. When it's slowing down, you'll feel a bit of resistance, almost like the brake is slightly engaged, and it's trying to harvest energy from the wheels turning to put it back up into the battery. This is a climate control setting, so that's really simple and straightforward to use. Buttons, warm, cold, where do you want the air to blow, and then the screen through here will have a park camera. It'll also have the energy monitor that we saw when we were driving, general media settings. Navigation's not on these Irish ones. I think it can be enabled afterwards at a Toyota dealer, but somewhere in the region of, I don't know, going back a couple of years, so I could be wrong. I thought it was like 800 or 900 euros, so a lot of people didn't bother because they'd Google Maps on their phone at this stage, so they kind of progressed with that. So anyway, let's go for a drive. They're a nice smooth car to drive. So if you're cruising and you're doing some kind of, you know, easy driving like this, it's nice and smooth. It is quieter than a petrol or diesel car. Sorry, excuse me. In terms of the cabin itself, just looking around, like, it's pretty pragmatic. Everything's straightforward, typical Toyota. Everything is kind of what you'd expect it to be and where you'd expect it to be even. And actually, in terms of power, like, there's decent power in them. So you see, I like the way actually the little rev counter or the needle on the left turns red when you actually go for power. But the acceleration is actually pretty decent. But it is the kind of car that I said to you earlier, if you're doing maybe 80 to 100 kilometers an hour, they will perform quite well on fuel. Tipping around town, they'll perform quite well. And there's a nice energy monitor in the left over here in the centre. And that'll also tell you, you know, where the battery is in terms of charging. Like, it's stuff you don't need to know, but it's nice to be able to see. So there you have it. That is our 2018 Toyota Auris. The car's done a little over 60,000 kilometers. It's going to come with 12 months warranty, and we will have it serviced before collection. If there's any information you want, Brian is my name, 086 843 1945. Call, text or WhatsApp direct, and I'll be happy to run through information in the car. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully the videos hopefully the car's of interest. Hopefully the video's been useful.